Welcome back to yet another live stream for Quick Crypto and also with the Coin Factory for those who are in my Discord server. Welcome back once again. That's 29 days in a row. We're going to make it to 1 month. I am determined for that much at the very least. And we've got, yes, again, quite a lot to talk about. Right now we can see the market is in a bit of an uptrend. A kind of a good to see that, honestly. But at the same time, I do believe that we're going to see, again, consolidation between this region, which has been happening for the past 2 weeks or so. But we've got some, but those who've been, in this community for a while now, have been watching me for a while now, you understand what Kaspa's building. You should understand Kaspa's shortcomings and also understand that Kaspa is in the position to overcome them very shortly with the likes of smart contracts. Project Sparkle is the name, and we're going to get into that in this stream alongside some market sentiments as well, the likes of, this here, which I think is very big. We'll go through that very quickly right now, being that Wall Street banks have raised prices targeting on Nvidia across the board after earning beat despite the stock falling. So even though Nvidia corrected, the stocks fell. We can see Morgan Stanley raised their target from 150 to 144. Bernstein raised it from 155 to 130. Wells Fargo 165 to 155, etc. constantly. So even as the stock falls, Wall Street are getting more and more bullish, which is very bullish to see that, effectively, this is obviously the stock market, but the reason why I highlight this is because, believe it or not, stock and crypto are like two sides of the same coin. They go hand in hand. They're both considered on-risk assets, right? And with them being on-risk assets, when the stock market corrects heavily, it's normally, if it's an indicator, like, if it's an indicator of market sentiment, right? If the stock market crashes because the Fed cut rates, crypto will crash as well. With Nvidia having lower, having a beat despite Nvidia stock falling, that won't necessarily hit the crypto market. But if the fall is heavy enough, it very well could. So again, that's why I talk about it just briefly as I'm going into the stream right now. Robert Brown, what's up? Catherine Maxis, what's up, my brother? Thank you very much for joining the stream. Leroy, my man, welcome. Australia, by the way, for those who are just joining, 11:30 p.m. over there. Always here every single stream. Same with Mr. Darty, Mr. Sub Darty as well, also from Australia. Both of those two always in the streams. Australia, very late there, and I'm looking forward to hearing the stream as always. MC, good morning, my man. Good morning. Jay Honey, first time caught a live and discovering Kaspa myself. Starting to accumulate as Kaspa is the first crypto project that has generally got me interested for a long time. My man, you're in the exact right place. I'll tell you that much. And a little, shameless plug right here, but I have to do it. I have a free Discord server that I created about a month ago now. Linked it in the chat for you. It's a very friendly place. We're talking not just about Kaspa, but just crypto sentiments in general, spreading our knowledge. The whole point is that knowledge is power, and if you have enough knowledge, you can help cool these market sentiments. In the server already, we were able to cool this correction happening, this crash with Kaspa of 40% last month, and some of us got in at the bottoms I got in at 13.5. Some other people in my community got in at 12.5 at the very bottom. I mean, buying dips ever since. So if you want to learn more about crypto and also have a place to help build your knowledge, then feel free to join the free server. Link in the chat, in the description of this live, and also on my homepage. Mr. Jason, another day, another stream. Thank you. You're very welcome, man. And again, we're doing these dailies until there's a reason not to, but as it stands, there's always a reason to talk about crypto. Cody, my man, welcome. Thank you very much for the discussion earlier in the Discord actually as well. Cody's a very active member in the Discord server, and we're having a very interesting debate about regards to decentralization and centralization with Bitcoin and real world projects and whatnot, and it was very interesting to note, and I enjoyed it very much. I'll get back to you once the stream's over. But yes, this is again, ultimately, despite what we were talking about in the server, which if anyone who's in there has probably read it and already know, the fundamental being is that Kaspa is still the project that all of us have the most optimism about. We really love Kaspa, and we understand what Kaspa's building and where they're going from here, and smart contracts are going to be a very big part of that as well, which again is what going to allow Kaspa to compete with the other projects that already have a head start because they started earlier. XRP, for example, started back in 2013, 2012. I think 2013 XRP was Ripple started back in 2013. XRP came out a little bit later, but that gave them a little bit of a head start of getting the partnerships they need to help in this shift towards the monetary systems and institutional adoption and the new financial system and whatnot. Kaspa is the best crypto project. I've done so much research and never seen a project that stands out as much as Kaspa. We'll be rich within 5 years. I'm holding Kaspa until it hits $1,000 coin. That probably will be 5 years, in all honesty, Robert. But yeah, definitely Kaspa has the potential to hit $1,000 per coin. We look at the market chart for Kaspa right now on CoinMarketCap. This is its life cycle. There's no project in this space that does that. Very bullish. So we will definitely be hitting some price targets for Casper very, very soon. And the power law predicts it'll be $1,000 by 2032, which is very, very big, very, very big. I want to reiterate to you, I imagine as you seem to say you're new into the space, it's great to see, and I'm not saying it's not possible, but you've got to understand that, and that's what I talk about in my community as well, I talk about in these streams, the power law is a fantastic indicator for Casper to understand where the price should be at, but is not the do or die, because if it was the do or die, then Casper would not be at 16.7 cents right now. It'd be minimum 18, 19 cents. It's not a do or die, it is a good indicator, but it's not to live by. There are other factors that affect the price of crypto, the price of Casper. Institutional adoption's one, or the KRI are doing with Casper, smart contracts, tier 1 exchange listing, all that sort of stuff is going to allow Casper to make some serious moves and potentially push above that power law in this cycle and the cycles to come as well. So power law is a great indicator for us to understand what price Casper should be at, but it's not a do or die, so it's just for you to understand that very much. But you understand more as you continue watching these streams and get into the community, and you learn effectively as you build your knowledge, which is, as always, very, very important for everyone to be building their knowledge in this space. That's the best way you can help call these market sentiments and just learn. Honestly, knowledge is power, and I cannot reiterate that enough. But now, before I get into asking more questions, afternoon, Simon, afternoon. Before I get into the questions, the rest of them, I'm quickly going to go through, the actual reason for this stream, which is smart contracts. Before we do that, though, we're going to see here exciting news from Casper in Japan. I don't want to KJEA.org. We've got some exciting news from there. Basically, we've got the Casper Japan Ecosystem Association website coming very, very soon, which is great. Again, just more adoption come for Casper. The higher the adoption goes, the more price will rise as well. So it's good to see that more and more. We had the Chinese community, which are very, very active. They launched as well, a while back. And I typically go here to get my information. Obviously, I don't speak Chinese, but I have mates of mine who can translate. And I go through it, and they do sometimes put some very good leaks in here. So this is also a page that I suggest you try and follow if possible. But yeah, the communities across the world are going to help Casper in their adoption as well. And I want to just now lead into the smart contract part, which comes from here. Starts here. Shy, one of the lead developers of Casper, just states here, just a calm reminder that toxic Bitcoin maxis, especially here on X, Twitter, are inconsequential to Casper's success. It doesn't matter one bit if they are for us or against us. Trying to convince them is a waste of time. Block and move on. Let the engagement dry up. And I couldn't agree more, right? And it's not just Bitcoin maxis, it's just toxic people in general. There are always going to be people who are just fudding Casper because they don't believe in what it's trying to do, or they see its shortcomings that it has right now, and they latch onto that and just recycle it again and again and again. Not understanding that Casper, of course, is not a complete project yet. Bitcoin's meant to be a complete project, but Casper's not, and it's still developing to become a more complete project. For example, this is one, at least I believe the Bitcoin maxi, at least from what I've seen here, because he's saying, sorry Casper, you're worth a grok for now. I've got nothing more. A rubbish coin. It's going to be a rubbish coin. I wish you the best, Casper. I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but just the bottom here. In conclusion, while Casper might indeed have technological advantages over Bitcoin in terms of speed and scalability, these factors alone do not guarantee success in the crypto market. Bitcoin's entrenched position, its role as a store of value, and its widespread acceptance makes it a formidable benchmark. For Casper, or for any new cryptocurrency to surpass Bitcoin, it would need not just technological superiority, which Casper has of course, but also significant breakthroughs in adoption, regulatory clarity, and ecosystem development. History has shown that even with superior tech, many cryptos have fallen short to capture lasting market share due to these broad ecosystem challenges. Fair enough. I mean, there's nothing when you say that it's fair enough, yes. Casper, in that regard, has formidable technology, but in terms of adoption, regulatory clarity, and ecosystem developments, they don't, in a sense, compare to Bitcoin yet, though. The key part there is yet, because once again, Casper is a developing project. Right now, yeah, maybe it's not worth now, but this is going to change as we have developments incoming, not like the likes of Casplex, the KRC20, the KII and what they're doing with Casper, tier ones. I'll get into all of that later on, but first things first, this post here regarding smart contracts. As for the prospect of smart contracts on Casper, the Cas team knows no best. We've got to listen to this and go through this, in a bit of detail here. So ultimately, it's a complex and very long process. The project name is Sparkle. Project Sparkle, here's the title of this live. There are some impositions with regard to what we are doing. The project has to respect what we would refer to as the the technological prowess of Rusty Kaspa RK. So the project is being built on top of Rusty Kaspa using exactly the same tech as an extension of Rusty Kaspa. Current target is basically ZK rollup like solutions with smart contracts based on RSIC-V elves and a whole bunch of layers in between that. But here's the three main goals, right? This is, again, the whole point of this, what I'm trying to show you now, is that they have their template, and this is just, again, this is just a snippet, barely scratching the surface of what they're trying to do right now. It's just a snippet, but it's just us understanding they are building this, they know what they're trying to do, and it is a very complex and long process, but they're coming. And that in itself is very, very big for what's going to be in the future as well. The main goal is to build three solutions: a proprietary high-performance smart contract platform, an EVM-compatible layer, and an SDK that is oriented with third-party integrations. The goal being to simplify DAG data processing and being as welcoming to third-party developers and smart contract platforms as possible, as much as possible. Now, so far, as Aspect states here, who's one of the developers for Kaspa, I have made some structural scouting runs to see what will be needed as structural layers. We have a scaffolding project in place. It builds on top of Rusty Kaspa and currently does nothing, as I believe some of the core functionality should be made available on Rusty Kaspa. It has WRPC and integrates on top of the existing WASM Rust infrastructure as a general framework. Some parts of the infrastructure, like PNN, which is a public node network, that we've recently built, already has professional support for Sparkle, RPC, and node development, node deployment even. More active phase of this will be taking place during the winter months, and almost as there remain various outstanding works in RK client-side libraries of WASM. So we're seeing more developments. Okay, more developments taking place in winter. So a few months from now, we're going to see more developments taking place, and this also could lead towards following winter again, because it's a long process. From what I remember hearing, I mentioned this in my stream yesterday. Let me quickly get it up because I'm blanking out right now. I think I've saved it. I bookmarked it here. Here it is. So from what I remember seeing right here, this is a post back from July 12th, so a little bit over a month and a half ago from now. This is the July Open Dev meeting. In this meeting, an hour and a half meeting with the dev talking, they're speaking about the ZK rollup and talk about smart contracts, and they stated there that it takes roughly 18 to 24 months, at least in their prediction, to get Kaspa to have smart contracts. So it takes some time. So again, it's just further adding to how long this is going to take. Just giving you some background, some incentive to understand where we're currently at right now. And it said it's going to happen in winter, so we're going to see more developments coming very, very shortly, which will be very, very bullish for Kaspa. And again, here just to go through skip through the part, not much left here, but also at the Kasplex group, their tech that they've developed is based on what is commonly known as inscriptions. However, unlike traditional chains, Kaspa's DAG allows them to use extremely efficiently and allows for a variety of tools and even DEXs to be developed, which is great and will enable a wide variety of functionality available on top of the Kaspa network. It's a different model though, and a different stack. Ultimately, once again, Kaspa is innovating. I want to go back to something else I spoke about as well. Again, regarding why I think Kaspa is going to do so very well in this market, which I'm going to get the post up once again. And it's regarding something I spoke about in the past. It is the digital, is this post right here. The institutional confirmation here, the stock digital asset blue chip. It's confirmed that market cap does not matter. What matters is adopting security, community, and innovation. All the things that, as you can see right now, Kaspa's adoption is growing more and more and more. Its security is growing more with the hash rate growing as more. Again, adoption and security grows with the hash rate as well. Innovation, who's more innovative than Kaspa? I'll wait because there isn't one. And of course, then it is the community, which we're in this stream right now, learning. I mean, we've already got new members already joining with the likes of Robert just joining now. Like, we've got more and more members joining every single day. I've got a load of new crypto members, without a better terminology, crypto newbies in my free Discord server who are learning a lot in the community already. And it ultimately is just this for me is the stock digital asset blue chip, which is meant for institutional investors, which basically just clarifies market cap doesn't matter right now, or it does. It's not just market cap. Market cap does matter, but it's not just market cap. It's the other things as well you've got to look into, and that's what Kaspa has all of and is getting more of as time goes on as well. And this builds on to, again, what Kaspa lacks right now. What Kaspa lacks right now, which I've made a post about this in my Discord server, my free Discord server. What Kaspa lacks right now is scalability without programmability. I'm trying to quickly look it up just so I can get it. sure. So yeah. So Kaspa, in my opinion, I said this is in my server. So if anyone wants to find it, you can find it in my information tab. I stated that Kaspa, in my opinion, is one of, if not the best project in this space. There's no doubt about that. But I'm a man who tries to act on logic and not emotion. I try to research everything I can. And one thing that I understand is there are shortcomings with Kaspa right now. There aren't many, but there are some. And one of them is the fact that Kaspa right now is scalability without programmability, which basically just means it's a block DAG or a blockchain, or what is a platform that is optimized for speed and efficiency, but which also was confirmed in this post here. Kaspa is technological advantages over Bitcoin in terms of speed and scalability, but it is limited when it comes to creating custom applications. That's what the programmability aspect of that means. It can't create, it's limited in creating custom applications. But the good news is that, again, with this development here proving that this won't be like that for long. Kaspa will overcome these shortcomings and will become the so-called perfect form of money with the partnership with the KII and their connection, what they're doing on the KRC20 Kaspalex, but also with their smart contracts with MEV resistance going to be building as well. It won't be quick. I want to reiterate that. This is going to take some time, which is also, we're going to see a lot more FUD coming to Kaspa. More people are like, why is this project growing more and more? It's got nothing about it. It can't do X, Y, and Z. It can't, it's got no programmability, but it's because it hasn't got it yet. I mentioned this in a previous stream as well, and this is thanks to my man Leroy, who is in my server, who showcased what Shai mentioned in one of the Kaspa Discord, which basically Shai mentioned that Kaspa was originally meant to be released in 2018, believe it or not, but they didn't do it because they weren't ready, and they preferred to have a project that was fully in a much better position and release it 3 years later than just release something that's half-assed, not fully done yet, and have potential problems that come out with it. And they did, and that's why, again, things are going to take a very, very long time, because Kaspa make sure they're doing their due diligence and taking as much time as possible to make sure it's really, really good. So this will take some time, but when smart contracts come out, just ignore the FUD, do your own research, learn more about what Kaspa's trying to do, and you will see that the shortcomings of Kaspa, which there are some, of course, every project has shortcomings, you have to understand the bad, the good. You'll then realize that what Kaspa doing to try and solve that. And you can see one of that is Kaspa will have smart contract MEV resistance. And through their help with the KII, who in September got confirmation here from the KII and also the KII media team being Panda, they confirmed that in September, so next month, the KII are going to be holding an enterprise event with Kaspa to be sorting out support measurements for the KII launchpad, but also for enterprises to get access to Kaspa, which is very big news. Again, more institutional adoption come to Kaspa, but also Panda from the KII confirmed that they're going to be industry partner. Obviously, because for those who know what the KII are, which I'm hoping you do, but for those who don't, KII is a industrial initiative, right? That was launched about a month and a half ago, I believe now, from Kaspa. This is, by the way, this is something that the initial idea of KII was like when Rory O'Neill approached Shai, and then from the moment they approached each other, it took them 90 days, a month and a half, to formulate a plan and create the KII and a website and a whole team with it, which is absolutely nuts. These things can take months, if not years, and it took them a month and a half, which is very, very insane. Now, I have mentioned again in previous live streams and numerous previous posts that the Kaspa Roundtable, which I will try and find, but God knows where. Actually, you know what? I tell a lie. I can find that very quickly because I saved it because I have my sources here. This Kaspa Roundtable, there's another one that I'm planning to listen to here, which I imagine is also very, very informative. But this one here from 2 weeks back now, you had the KII who took part in this one, and they confirmed that they have been trying to find a project that can handle DLT solutions at scale, and apologies for the voice break, and they needed the decentralized applications so they can have censorship resistance, so they can protect themselves from government overreach and bad actors. And the only project in this space that can do that for them was Kaspa, the only one, because nothing else is decentralized and can do it at scale. Most things are proof of stake and they're not decentralized. Bitcoin's the only one that's decentralized right now for the time being, but it can't do it at scale. We've seen Bitcoin has scalability issues. So the KII are going to do working with projects with KRC20, with Kaspa. They're going to help make sure that they're regulatory compliant from day one, which again, this is going all back to what we said here. Kaspa is going to have to, it's going to have to break through significant breakthroughs with adoption, which the KRI are going to help bring more institutional adoption to Kaspa. Panda confirmed that the connections with the DII Desert Energy, which the chairman, Paul Van Son, is the CEO and founder and president of DII Desert Energy, and Roy O'Neill's also an advisory board of DII. They have partnerships which include the likes of Shell, DHL, Hyundai, and many, many more. And I think we might be able to see it in this post, maybe? Nope. Okay, well, I'll have to try and find it at the time, but industry partnership with that. The KRI are going to help Kaspa get increased institutional adoption, and the adoption of Kaspa is going to grow more and more with tier 1s coming out, with the project still developing more and more. KRC20 is a week, if not 2 weeks away now, which will increase Kaspa's adoption and will take up a lot of liquidity from and market share from the other top exchanges, the likes of Solana, likes of Tron, likes of Avalanche, and potentially even Ethereum as well. Especially when smart contracts come out, Kaspa will flip Ethereum, in my opinion. There's no doubt about that. And also, again, to go back to the post, what else do they have? Well, you have the likes of regulatory clarity. Again, the KRI are making sure that Kaspa and the Kaspa stablecoin that will come out when the Kaspa block DAG platform is released, they'll make sure they're regulatory compliant from day one. The KII, as it stands, if you were to load up this, I have this in my Discord server again, a TLDR of it, so if you want to find out more, free Discord server, go and check it out for yourself. But at the 40, where is it? I'm trying to look at my notes to find out exactly what minute, so I can just, if you want to find it, you want it, it's timestamp for you. At the 40, yeah, so at the 50-minute mark, they said they're looking at the best ways to make sure that Kaspa stablecoin is regulatory compliant from day one, and also they're trying to make sure they and oh yeah, here's it. So that's why I lost train of thought. So yes, they mentioned at the where is it here? At the 47:25 minute mark, 47 minute 25 second mark, the KII are creating a regulatory roundtable group right now, including experts from Europe, United States, and the MENA region to discuss how to make sure they're compliant with regulations from day one. So regulations again. Check. We have that incoming for Kaspa as well. The ecosystem developments, well, that's happening as well. The KRC20 coming out, 10 BPS coming out, Dagnite eventually coming out as well. So that will develop more and more. So ultimately, Kaspa already has technological advantages over Bitcoin, and they're going to develop more and more as time goes on. 10 BPS will make Kaspa 60,000 times faster than Bitcoin. That's fact. That's insane. And all the other shortcomings will be overcome with the help of the KRI and the KRC20 as well. So yeah. Just ignore the noise and focus on the long term. Like don't look. I mean, I say this in other things. Don't look short term. Think long term. Think of the long term potential for Kaspa and what it's trying to do right now, and understand exactly what it is you hold. You have to understand the shortcomings of Kaspa, but understand also the good things, and understand, are they trying to target their shortcomings, which they are. And the smart contracts are going to be a very key part to that. And they've already announced Project Sparkle and what they're trying to effectively do to. They have already their mindset of their three main solutions. Their three main goal is to build 3 solutions to, get these smart contracts coming out, which will be very, very big for Kaspa, and I can't wait to see more about that, which again is why I'm so bullish on this project. And if you enjoy these live streams, because I've been doing them daily, 29 days in a row, and I'll continue to do so, please feel free to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends if you want them to get involved with Kaspa as well, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because again, I've been making these streams every single day. I do make videos from time to time as well. There should be one coming out today, hopefully. And equally, if you want to learn more, join my free Discord server, because that is one of the best ways to get into contact with me, and also to join a community where we can just interact and learn more together. As Levi says, yeah, you're the best, Cody, bro. You make me laugh. Yeah, Cody, he's a very passionate man, and I love him for it. He has a he's a very knowledgeable person in the community, and he's helped out a lot of people. And his passion can make him quite funny, but I do love Cody. Me and him have some very, very insightful discussions. Yeah, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we were talking about the potential for tier 1s actually mining Kaspa as opposed to buying it over the counter, which I thought was an interesting theory. And I do believe it's possible. Obviously, right now, if you look at the hash rate for Kaspa, it has significantly dropped from it's peaking at 900, and I say that it's recovered. Well, damn. We saw this yesterday. This massive drop off. It was peaking around 950 or whatnot, and then bit of a drop off happened yesterday, and now look at that. It's peaked back up. I think it's not as all-time high. I think it's peaked higher than that, but that is still insane. So it corrected down for a day. It crashed for a day, the hash rate, and now it's gone back up to as high as it was, which is absolutely nuts. But yeah, due to the fact that we've seen a rapid increase in hash rate if you look at it on the month, And if you look at the year, even we can see from around early July, so about 2 months now, it went from 366 to now peaking around 966. So a 600 increase in 2 months, which is nuts. And there's like, well, why? It's the question is why? What's happening? What's different? More ones getting involved, yes. Marathon getting involved, yes. Well, they announced to get involved, but what significantly has happened? Because evidently more people are mining it. The adoption is growing more and more. Yet for some reason, the adoption is growing so much. Yet the price in the span of 2 months. Again, we could look at July. It's gone from here to here. This is the region I'm talking about. What's happened? So the theory that me and Cody were talking about was the fact that maybe the exchanges are mining Kaspa so they can build up the accumulation, but because they're not doing it over the counter, it's not affecting the price of Kaspa. So we're seeing Hashrate go skyrocketing because they're mining it, but they're not buying it over the counter, so it's not affecting the price. Which I thought was an interesting theory, but of course there are arguments against that, counter arguments as well. But I also, again, ultimately I just thought it was an important theory. I hope that I can hold 100k Kaspa until summer fall 2025. I'm sure you can, my man. I'm sure you can. I mean, I think that the peak of the bull cycle typically is around October to early November. So that will be... I'm not saying that's when the top will be in, because institutional adoption could definitely affect where the top could happen and how soon or how late it may happen. But that's like a region that I'll be keeping my eye on. I'll be taking profits from Kaspa all the way up, around probably 150, $2 and $3, and then hoping to see maybe a $5, maybe even $7 Kaspa. Who knows? If you get smart contracts in time, somehow, could see a $10 Kaspa. That'd be absolutely insane. What do you think about Dynex? I will have a quick look at Dynex for you. I have not heard of it, so I cannot say much apart from what I look here. So Dynex 605 coin market cap, 38 cents. It's a micro cap. For those who are unaware, micro cap means anything under $100 million. Volume is 683,000. Exchange wise, Gate, Mexi, Bingit. So it's got some centralized exchanges. That's good. It's not got many exchanges, but it's got some centralized exchanges. It's got some of the most known ones: Gate, Mexi, BingX, Bitmart, XTC, or XT even, CoinX. And then we look at its all time. It was launched beginning of last year, so late 2022, early 2023, and it's up 191%. So ultimately, for a market cap project, it doesn't look too bad, and it's interesting for a market cap project like that to still be in this position. Most market cap projects, when they launch, they struggle and they crash because they haven't got the liquidity for it. This project stayed there. Volume's very low, yes, but the circulating supply 100, almost just short of 100 million. Max supply is 110 million, so there's not much like circulating supply. There's not much left, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't look too bad from the looks of it. So I need to know more about the project. I mean, I can look at the about and find out what it's about, really, but I need to know a lot more about the project to make a proper thesis on it, I guess. So if you want to let me know, if you want to update me, inform me about more of it, then feel free to let me know in my Discord server. Just let us all know. Just put a little, I guess, TLDR about the project, and also provide some resources we can look into it all together. And it's a project that I think, yeah, it looks like it has. It looks like, from, again, market caps as well, they're very, very risky because when the market takes off, market caps are ones that typically can actually miss the pump because they're just too small. But for that as well, for me, it's like, okay, that actually looks semi-promising for the fact that it's such a small project. Yeah, it's seemingly got a decent market cap. It's got a decent market, has some centralized exchanges. So I think it's not too bad. So if you want to, but I'm not saying I'd invest into it because again, it's a bit of micro caps are always very much of a hit and miss. They could be very, very risky. But if you have know more about the project, then let me know. I'm filling my bag with. Wow, you guys went off in the chat so much now. I'm scrolling up to try and find it. I'm filling my bag with Kaspa only. I have approximately 16k building to 100k with dollar average. Whoa, that is like definitely. I think yeah, that's what I would personally recommend as well. When I'm investing and stuff like that, I don't, if I have 1k to my name, let's just say, I wouldn't put 1k in at one point in Kaspa. As much as, even though I might be able to call the bottom here, I could put 1k in there and I'd be up. Okay, if I put all my 1k in at this point here, I'd be up, I'd be up about $230. Like, I'd be up. But it's never the smart thing to do because always that possibility it could have just kept going further like it did here. And I could have been out. So I always personally DCA, dollar cost averaging, into when I'm investing, which means if I have £1,000, I'll put, let's say 200 in here. I'll put another 100 here at another bottom, and just keep, every time I look at the market, I do my research, and I think, okay, I think the market's going to do this direction today. And then at some point I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll buy in it here. That's where I think it's the best. I think it's the most safest way to invest. I hold 90 Kaspa, 8 Bitcoin, and 2% meme coins. I think that's a very common allocation. A lot of people in my server and people I know who invest in Kaspa have hold a lot of Kaspa, some in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's guaranteed to go up, and then meme tokens to help circulate that money and put it back into the Kaspa and Bitcoins. Me personally, I hold 70% of my allocations in Kaspa, and then I hold allocation in real world asset projects, the likes of XRP, Algorand, XLM, XDC, just purely because they have so much institutional investment, institutional adoption. And with the way the market's going right now, with the financial system shifting to incorporate blockchain technology, these institutions, Ripple, Hedera, and all that, they have a lot of demand right now by the institution with the institutional partnership. So I think, and they're meant for institutions as well. So I'm predicting, I'm not put a big bag in it because of their centralized nature. I understand the risk of that, but due to the fact that they have so many partnerships, I've just hedged my bets and put a little bit into these projects. In the chance they do pop off, and then I make a significant gain with the money I put into it. It's not money that I'm worried about losing. The money I've gone to XRP, if I lose it, so what? Okay, it's a tiny bag. I don't care. Same thing with every other project. If Kaspa goes, which it ideally we never would, but God forbid, touch wood, if it goes, that's a problem. But I don't think it would because of its decentralized nature. It's fair launch proof of work. But these other projects have the chance to because they're proof of stake or they're interledger or they're centralized, and that can have risks of repeat of FTX, which for those who are new to the space won't know about it necessarily, but those who are more veterans, FTX collapse was disastrous. And a lot of people were very, very worried about that. Yeah, so I hold a small bag in them just because, again, real world assets have the potential to do significant gains in this market with institutional adoption finally here, so I'm hedging my bets. I also personally, I'm looking into a bit of AI tokens now. I haven't got much of an idea of them still yet, truth be told, but I'm looking into them more now as the market's getting more and more involved, and the likes of the big companies like Nvidia or Sony as well. I believe a lot of these big companies now, they're starting to get more involved into AI themselves, which should be good for the AI crypto growth as well. And then another market that I'm very bullish on and have been bullish for a long time, and I made a lot of my money in the last cycle with these projects, are gaming tokens. Right now, a lot of them are near the all-time lows, and I don't think right now is the time that I'm going to get into them. But something like Vulcan Force, for example, if it returns to its all-time high, which it should do, and then some with institutional investment here, in my opinion, all-time high around $50 at 2.7, that could be a 25x. That's kind of, I'm like, okay, cool. But again, I'm not going to put a significant bag into that. I'll just put a bag where I'm like, okay, if it goes up, great. If it doesn't, whatever. Same thing with, Nakamoto, Ultra, Miria, Gala's one that went from being a gaming project to an L1 protocol, but it's still technically gaming. It does music and films as well, so I think it might do okay in the cycle. It's a relatively big cap token, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is a 90. It's 90. Yes, a top 100. So it's not a bad token. It will definitely hit the market, that's for sure. How well it does, again, we'll have to wait and see. But those are the kind of projects I've looked into, and those ones that I'm looking forward to. But again, of course, nothing compares to Kaspa. The bag that I have in Kaspa is it makes me sleep at night. Really, really happy. The more I learn about Kaspa, I want to go all in. Yeah, I think that's the biggest worry with Kaspa. The biggest worry with Kaspa. The more I learn about it, the more I'm like, I need to get more. And I'm like, but this money is for me to pay rent. It's for me to eat. Do I need to eat this week? To live on, instant ramen or whatever? Or just live on meal deals, man? Like, no, I need to be responsible, be logical, not emotional, right? The KI and the are going to send Kaspa to the moon, yeah. I don't think we're going to see the KI, send Kaspa parabolic instantly, but as we see more adoption grow with Kaspa and the KI get more projects involved with Kaspa, and it starts dominating the energy market, the cross-border payment market, the supply chain, and everything else, then we'll start seeing Kaspa adoption grow and its use case becoming more utilized, and that will then see the growth in price in due time as well. Kaspa can eventually dethrone Ethereum and Solana, only time will tell, in my honest opinion. Yes, I think Kaspa will most definitely flip Solana, and that's because the Solana's like, Solana's a big project, of course. You should obviously see it. It's been number 5 on coin market cap. But in terms of its chain, it's not decentralized and it's not secure either. So Solana's chain's not actually that good. I have never used it. I'm not saying don't use it. I'm just saying it's not actually that good from what I've seen and from what I've heard. Ethereum's where it's at because it has smart contracts, and that it's the first creator of them. Which, just spoiler alert for anyone again new in the space, Nick Szabo, a man who created smart contracts, said in an interview, and I quote, the basically stated that Viv Zohar, who's the mentor of Jonathan Sobolinski, said that they are experts in Bitcoin security, which is a skill set in scarce supply. So the guy who created smart contracts said that Jonathan Sobolinski and Viv Zohar are like ridiculous. They are unique in the fact that they know Bitcoin security, which is something that not many people know anymore, and people need to know more of it, which again gives me more faith in Casper as well. But I think, yes, with smart contracts, Casper will flip Ethereum, and with just the chain alone and the adoption growing more and more, Casper will definitely, in my opinion, Casper will come in top 10 this cycle, and will maybe start making moves towards trying to flip Solana, end the cycle, maybe more towards the next cycle. As the adoption grows more and more, you get Dagonite coming out, smart contract. When smart contracts come out, I think Casper will just jump, because then you'll be able to, the shortcomings of Casper being the programmability aspect again, it will be overcome. Could you be able to build your own projects, on chain, which would be very, very big, and that would mean more institutions want to get involved as well, as they can build their own project on chain. I tried to get my wife to sell some or all of her Bitcoin for Casper. She will not. I have respect for her. I mean, yeah, it's definitely good to not be emotional. I understand. Yeah, I mean, I think having Casper is definitely a safe bet. A better choice of word. Although again, investing is never safe, so don't take my word for it. I'm just saying, out of all the projects in this space, Casper's one that has the most potential for it, so I'm very happy about it. And yeah, I mean, she's holding Bitcoin at least, so she's also holding an asset that will, and this one I do believe will guarantee to increase in value. So it is not holding, she's not holding into a token that is got little to no value to it, and it's going to rug pull immediately. Which, so there are going to be projects out there that do that. This will become the go-to channel for Casper. I would love that, man. I would love that, the channel to reach 50, 100k subs, as more people start getting involved into Casper, as tier 1s list Casper and new crypto members start finding about Casper. They want to find channels. I would love them to find this channel, because they'll be able to learn more in regard to Casper, and also just in general market sentiments through the Discord community, and that will help them, hopefully help them analyze the market better, and hopefully be able to call better trades and make more money. So I hope this channel does grow more and more. I thoroughly enjoy doing these streams with everyone that's in the chat already. You guys are legends, and again, if you enjoy the streams and want me to keep doing them, don't forget to leave a like and share with your friends, because I'll be doing these constantly, as much as I can. And I'm sure we'll also be able to catch the big developments that happen with Casper as well. When the KRT20 finally launches, we'll be talking about it. When smart contracts come out, we'll be talking about it. Tier 1s, exchange listings, we'll be talking about it. So don't worry about it. Just going through this chat real quickly. I honestly think that in time Casper will start liquidity from Bitcoin. Bitcoin's becoming more centralized than decentralized. Yeah, I think so. I think as well. I mean, the fact that Marathon have for the first time ever diversified their portfolio to start mining Casper as opposed to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin mining is not profitable, and their shareholders evidently allowed them to mine Casper. And shareholders include the likes of BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, etc., then I think, yeah, we could see Casper start to surge in adoption more and more, and the KRI are going to be very, very crucial in helping this surge in adoption, in my opinion, for what they're trying to do for Casper. Making another live stream, let's go. You know it, man. You know it, Seraphim. You know it. I'm always out here trying to bring the information to you as much as I possibly can. Casper is cheaper to mine, and yeah, exactly. That's also why right now Marathon, I think, diversify, because they know it's cheaper and more profitable to mine Casper as it is opposed to Bitcoin right now. And again, we've just seen the hash rate go crazy on the daily. That is like, what? That's nuts. Well, I'm trying to, yeah, so that's 966. I think it's peaked at, I think it's near its peak actually. And I think as it stands right now, especially for those who are not aware, I'll see if I can find the post, because I know I spoke about this briefly yesterday. I don't know if I retweeted it though, so I'll have to find it through my notes, my excessive notes. I think it's this one. Not that one, no. Is it this one? Yes, here it is. This is also what I found out through the Red Panda mining live stream, I think a day or two ago. But effectively right now, the likes of Bitmain and IceRiver, two of the biggest suppliers of Casper miners, they have decided to slash their rates or how much it costs. That normally means they're going to be releasing a new product very, very soon. But I don't know, they haven't got one just yet. But these are, I think, two of the most, the most superior ones on the market right now for Casper mining. The IceRiver KS5L and the KS0 Ultra. These were 4K and I think 300 respectively. They've been cut 50%, which just means that we're going to see more people buying these miners, and we're going to see most likely a massive surge in adoption for Casper as well, which is great. for proof of work projects, because for those who are unaware, the hash rate means increase in adoption and security of a project, which for proof of work, that's very, very important. It will incentivize more investor confidence in the project. It will mean miners have to spend more effort to mine, which will be less profitable for them, which is not as good. But when the price turns around, it will turn around very, very shortly, we will see a price rise, I'm sure. I'm trying to go through the chats very, very quickly, so I apologize if I missed some questions, if there are some. Good morning, Mr. Mars. Also, Mr. Mars, as in conjunction with Cody, Mr. Mars as well, also very, very active in the community and has been very, very helpful. Also, Joe, I'm not sure if Joe's watching right now, but Joe also, those three in particular are special shout outs to them too. And actually, you know what, even Leroy. Leroy, for those who are unaware, he's also a new crypto member, but he's been very, very active and has also provided a lot of knowledge as well. Those four in particular, I've seen a lot in the community and they've been very, very helpful. So if you have questions, I'm sure they can answer it, and also they're helping with the growth of knowledge in the community as well. So it's very, very good to see that they're all in the streams and supporting the channel, and you know, supporting the vibes of Kaspa of always. Luna Classic went to $120 a coin with no smart contracts, just a big community and some tier 1 listings. Kaspa community is 10 times bigger, no tier 1 listing. Yeah, but Luna also, you know, Luna went through a mess, without saying the least. Luna had a crash. Terra Luna was disastrous. But the more accurate example that people tend to give is the fact that, you know, Cardano right now at number 11, in the last bull cycle it peaked at just short of $4, and that was also with no smart contracts. And if you think Kaspa can surpass $4 in the cycle, surpass Cardano, then, you know, it should, and I think it will, because Kaspa will have tier 1 listings and it will have increased adoption, and the KI will get more involved. Smart contracts might come out as well. Like, I think Cardano will Kaspa will flip Cardano, which we'll probably see. This is why I think $3, according to the power law, $3 the peak of the cycle, but I think we'll see higher than that. I think we could see 5, hopefully 7, potentially even 10. As the title of this, the thumbnail of this video says, you know, $10. The $10 is semi-clickbait, but it's not, because I've mentioned in previous streams time and time again that the release of smart contracts, if it happens before the end of the cycle, could result in Kaspa reaching $10, because smart contracts are very, very big. Very, very big. Again, going through the stream, going to chat. I mean, people are just chilling in the chat and just talking to each other, which is great. I love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Going through this very, very quickly, but yeah, ultimately I'm very, very bullish on Kaspa. Right now, we can see the price actually is increasing more and more, 3.14% up on the daily time frame, 16.8 cents. I think we'll see Kaspa probably push towards this resistance level around 17.5 cents, and then, you know, we could see a correction of sorts, or it could start consolidating again between this region, because we are seeing you know, the worries of recession, the rate cuts incoming very, very shortly. So yeah, there's a lot incoming right now, a lot incoming. Enjoy each video. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Thomas, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm gonna have to skip some questions because it's been a lot. Trying to join your Discord, but it seems stretchy only because nothing looks like you. Yeah. No, there has been some complication with that. I agree. I've tried to state that. Yeah, my Discord server is, you know, linked in the chat right now. And just ultimately, if you want to add me, that is fine. I'm obviously the admin, just add me straight away, that's fine, and I'll accept you, but I will never add you first to deter any people trying to scam, because obviously there's only so much I can do, unfortunately. People are always going to try and take your money. You've got to be very, very careful when investing, especially. So you just make sure that you are very, very careful, and, you know, just if you get an invite or people trying to add you with my name, just know it's not me, so just don't. But if you want to find join the stream, then by all means click the link in the stream on the it's either in the description, in the chat, or also on my YouTube homepage, which is right here. You can always find a way to join through the stream through Discord that way. Right now I think we're at 270 members, and we're growing very, very quickly in the span of just 4 weeks. It's been very, very quick, basically 10 members a day. It's been very, very cool. Oh well, I missed that, and that is a very big apology for my part. I missed it. I should have seen it straight away. I apologize. Ron, my man with the $2 super chat, thank you very much for the support. Love you for that. You're an absolute legend. We are also lucky to be buying even now, and that is a message could not be more true. Not even more true. The fact that we are now in at 16.7 cents, a project that had the potential to reach $5, $7, $10, and then some to be, dare I say, the next Bitcoin. We are literally finding, people are stating that we're finding Bitcoin at $250. And look at it, it's at 60k. that's the sort of growth we have potentially with Kaspa, and that is why I'm so bullish. So thank you very much for super chat. You're a legend, and thank you for continued support in the space. And hopefully you're in the Discord server as well, so continue supporting everyone and spreading your knowledge more and more. And then we got most exchanges miss out on accumulating Bitcoin at low prices, and they learned their lesson. That's why they're accumulating the hell out of Kaspa. Yeah, I think that's also why Bitcoin came out before exchange listings. That's also the reason why they couldn't really do it that way. But this Kaspa's come out after exchange listing, so that might be why, for the first time potentially in history, we're seeing exchanges start to accumulate a proof of work project, accumulate Kaspa, which would be very, very big if that's the case. I'm going. Damn, you guys, man. I'm not gonna lie. Replying to chat's gonna become even more complicated as time goes on, because people will love talking, and I'm not against it at all. I love it. You guys are so interactive, and it's amazing. Is it possible to look at Carl Sen? I will have a look at you right now, my man. Carl Sen, 3,761. That's a micro cap, without saying the least. 72,000 volume. This is a project that, for the time being, I would not touch with a 10-foot pole, and I'll explain why. It's a micro cap, so again, and it's also it's not even close to 100 million. It's a very, very small project. The volume is very, very small as well. The supply in itself is a bit. It doesn't give me confidence. It's obviously down from its initial launch, which was the beginning of this year, or like April, March this year. But also the exchange listings, right? It's got MEXC, that's good, but it's got 4 exchange listings. It needs more centralized exchanges for me to even give it a look. It's got MEXC. That MEXC is the only one that I potentially even trust, and even then, and by trust, I don't mean I keep it on the exchange. I mean I buy it and then put it into a cold storage. But yeah, I know TX is not that bad. XT is not that bad. But yeah, I need to see more exchanges. So this is a project that right now I wouldn't be inclined to look into. That's not saying I wouldn't. Things might change. But I'm very skeptical about this project, truth be told. Kapil Shi. I'm going through the chats again. I just need a $3 Kaspa and I'm set for life. Planning to get in again a Kaspa next bull run. I think we'll see $3 quite comfortably. I'm sure you'll be fine in Infinity. Or Infinity. I'm going to call you Infinity. Sorry if that's not your name, but I'm going to say Infinity. Yeah, I think we'll see $3 quite comfortably for Kaspa, truth be told. I think Kaspa has potential to go much, much higher. And yes, Leroy says, smash the like button if you enjoy the streams, man. Leroy's always out here. I forget sometimes, it's quite hard doing this stuff. Leroy's always got me saying to smash the like button, and also remember to subscribe to the channel and share with your friends if you want them to know more about Kaspa and more about, the future of what this channel and crypto and Kaspa will be. And $4, $4 will also be very, very good. I think we'll see I think we could see Kaspa flip Cardano. I think we'll see $4. I think it's possible. But yeah, ultimately, we've got some other market sentiments as well. I mentioned this already at the beginning of the stream, which is very, very big. I'm trying to look through the questions right now. Also, I'll talk about it. But we can see here, Turkey stock market down 8.2% in August, biggest market fall in the world, which is very, very insane. This is just showcasing right now the turn happening in the financial asset markets. With this is the Turkey stock market, but this is for me indicative that we're in the stage where all the markets, I feel like for me it's kind of a pretense to what's about to happen. Maybe not to this severe level, but as you know, we're seeing a shift with the monetary system, with fiat dying and blockchain technology taking over. And with that in mind, I think we will see a correction in the markets coming, and we'll see a reversal shortly following that as well. But if we're seeing this, we're seeing, and the reason why I believe that as well, we're seeing, this sort of FUD, right? This sort of bearish news right now. People get worried about this and start being emotional. But then you see news like this as well. Warren Buffett selling more and more of his shares of Bank of America. I mentioned this yesterday. It's worrying. I understand that. But then you see news like this, right? Which is, this for me reignites bullish belief, which is that both Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, but more importantly, JP Morgan, they both of them expect US stablecoins regulation to be passed before the election in November, which is just 2 months' time. You have Ripple CEO, people like, okay, people don't like XRP, they won't believe Ripple CEO, fair enough, fine, but it's JP Morgan we'll talk about as well. Don't get me wrong, JP Morgan's also, they're a big bank, they're also sketchy, but you have 2 well-known prominent figures now who are saying that we'll have US stablecoin regulations by November, which, we're coming to the end of August now, that's October, November. it's not even a month yet. Basically a month away, we're going to have legislation, stablecoin regulations in play. And that's also why I think that Kaspa are doing their utmost right now to push out this KRC20 as quickly as possible so they can get their stablecoin launched on that platform, on their block DAG, and then they will gain significant market share as KRI will make sure they're regulatory compliant from day one. I'm going through so much. I have one KS0 Ultra running here along with a couple other ones. We'll be upgrading soon. Thoughts on Alpium, as that's the one I'm looking at mine. I haven't. Oh, Alpium as another one I'm looking to mine. I have heard other people in my community talk about Alpium, and I think I'm not sure who it is. One of them, I think it might. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might be Andy, who's mentioned that he's mining Alpium and putting his investments of his gains on Alpium into Kaspa. I haven't got too much incentive on it, but I know people who are going through this, and I think if that's what you do, then go for it, man. Like, I don't think the project in itself, like, if you can mine and make profit off it, and you can flip the profit and put it into something else, then great. I'm not sure how it would be as holding as a long term. It's but just like above a micro cap, you know, volumes of just 100 almost 200, 100, almost 2 million. And it's got Gate, Mexi, BitGet, Bitmart. It's got some decent exchanges, CoinX. The chart, like, you know, it doesn't look too bad, but if you can mine this and make profit off it and then flip it to something else, like Kaspa, then I think that's a great idea. That's what I think Andy's doing. So yeah. Great stream once again. Glad I also visited the coin. Thank you very much, GeoWeo. I sound so weird saying that. But yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, your support is greatly appreciated, my man. You're a legend for that. When we get 10 BPS, it will decentralize the network even further, allowing home miners to be more competitive, more blocks meaning more miner rewards, smaller amounts but more of them, and the higher the BPS, the more competitive home miners can be. Yeah, that's again another big reason why 10 BPS is so big for Kaspa. Like it makes it more decentralized, makes it more secure, and also incentivizes more investor confidence into the project and what it's trying to be. The first block DAG ever to exist, the only trilemma solver, the fastest, you know, proof of work, the quickly growing fastest proof of work in this space, already the second most secure behind Bitcoin now, in what, 2 years of the life cycle, which is absolutely insane. Okay, well, I guess didn't miss this one. Another donation from my man Ron. Yes, Kaspa could be the most centralized stablecoin. This would be fantastic and rock the house. Thank you very much for the that's now $7 donation, Ron. You're an absolute legend. Thank you very much, my man. And yes, Kaspa most definitely will be the most decentralized stablecoin with the help of the KRI, with the help of smart contracts, everything else coming to Kaspa. It will completely dominate this crypto space and just take significant market share. And with that, we will see Kaspa's adoption surge, its liquidity on its new block DAG with the KRC20 imminently going to be launched surge as well. And with that, we will then see the price surge with it. And we can see Kaspa surge higher and higher. So there's a lot to look forward to with Kaspa. And you're completely right that Kaspa is going to rock the house. So thank you very much once again for the dough, my man. And you are absolutely legend for that. So thank you. I cannot thank you enough. If it hits $4 a cycle, I'm running naked on the highway. Yeah, I think you get the indecent exposure to do that. So maybe not. But how about you buy a Kaspa mint green Lamborghini and just drive that down the freeway instead? Okay, so I think I finally almost caught up to the questions, which is fantastic. We're approaching, I think, the 50-minute mark. Yeah, 53-minute. So that still got me. Oh my god, that is too funny. Holy damn. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, cool. Thank you very, very much, Mikey Canuck, for, you know, yeah, that is insane. Thank you very much for the CA. I'm not sure what CA means, but a $20 CA donation. Absolutely insane. They celebrate their 5th super on a live stream. That is your California. So every time I see no, it's Canada. So okay. Thank you very much for the clarification, Mr. Mars. So yeah, thank you very much for the $20 Canadian dollar donation. That's your 5th ever. That's your 5th ever super chat on a live stream. So I'm privileged with having the fifth ever super chat on a live stream. You're an absolute legend for that very much, Mikey. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so very much for that donation. And yeah, the support is overwhelming right now. I feel like I'm losing my breath right now. So thank you very much. For everyone who's joining the stream, if you enjoy these streams, I'll be doing them daily. Leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. But more importantly, if you want to learn more, then don't hesitate and please feel free to join my free Discord server. I've linked it in the chat once again. We talk about Kaspa, obviously, but just crypto in general, trying to learn so much more. So yes, I love you, Mikey, and everyone else in the streams. The donation, everything is massively appreciated. I love you for that. Thank you very much. And if you want to learn more, then tune in every single day, same time, 4 p.m. GBT, 12 p.m. EST, which is midday, 9 a.m. PT, 11:30 in Australia for my man Leroy and Mr. Subdarty. But at the same time, if you want to know, sometimes the streams may change time. If you want to know, I put it in my community and let people know all the time. But thank you very much, man. It means the world to me that you guys are supporting the channel and supporting Kaspa so much. We are going to be millionaires, there's no doubt about it. What do you think about Hoppy? I've heard a lot about Hoppy. It obviously being a meme coin. I think meme tokens for me are all in a kind of a similar bracket where they all have potential, right? They all have potential, and I think that I don't invest in meme coins right now. That might change. But I think that meme coins have the potential to, make gains quickly. They're highly volatile, and then you can flip them into other projects that have more promising utility. That's why I'm excited for the upcoming Kaspa meme coins on the KLC20, because I'll be able to flip that profit and hopefully put it into Kaspa. Should I do it right? Again, I'm not saying you should invest into meme tokens. I will, because I like that. I like the idea of it, and I'm hoping I can do it correctly. But it's always meme tokens are always a bit of a grey area. They're always very risky to get into. You've got to be very, very careful. But meme tokens, because they're so volatile, they'll bring a lot of initial liquidity into the Kaspa blockchain. But yeah, howdy, Mikey. Oh yeah, the guy with the massive donor. You're a legend. What is your thoughts on ZRO? I will have a look at that for you right now, my man. ZRO. It's a whole bag of Kaspa, ZRO, and banana. If you're talking about LayerZero, let's look into that right now. $471 million market cap. So it's not a micro cap. It's a mid cap project. $127 million trading. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, that's decent actually, because that's even higher than Kaspa's. Well, at least it is right now, but that's decent actually. So yeah, that's quite good to see. All-time chart. It is 5% up. So it's kind of where it started. It launched the beginning of this year. Oh, it launched a few months back. So actually, it's a very, very new project. So it's holding, has some, market fluctuation, but it's still holding strong. So the fact that it's where it's at right now, leading into a big bull cycle with the likes of Binance, Coinbase, OKX. Just based on that alone, I'm like, okay, the project might have potential of that. Might do, because again, it launched recently, and new projects tend to always do well in the market. As Kaspa is going to do well in this market as well, I believe. It has a decent market cap, decent volume, very decent volume even right now. Obviously, it's seen quite a significant move in the past, this past day even. Past day, it's up 14%. So that's a project I might even keep a look into or put on the wish list. I would like to know, Mikey, if you're new, hopefully you're in my Discord server, because I'd love to know more about it. Share some information with me about this project. It looks very, very decent, just based on that alone, and I think it might be one that it's hard to predict where the move might be for the cycle because it's such a new project, but I like the look of that. Just the fact that it's a lot of projects when they initially launch, they'll just crash. Unless you're Kaspa, of course. But the fact that it's doing that, it's not a small project either, and it's got the exchange listings, has the potential therefore to make a move to the upside in the cycle. What it does after that, I don't know, but it should be able to capture the market and hopefully gain a pump based on that. I believe Carlson is a fork of BlockDAG. Oh, is that true? Okay. Well, I think I've told something about Shine mentioning about a lot of projects that have tried to fork BlockDAG. There's a whole grey area around BlockDAG thanks to the BlockDAG company that BlockDAG got a bit of a negative rep right now. Of course, Kaspa's done it correctly, so it's not a problem with that. But from what I saw from Carlson when I looked at it, I'm not optimistic about that. I'm a bit skeptical about it, but if you want to go in for it, my man, then more power to you is what I'd say. Hoppy is one of the meme coins I hold. Hoppy is part of the boys called with Pepe. Definitely think it's going to explode. Yeah, I think there are a lot of meme tokens I've heard that has decent potential. You've got the likes of Pepe, which you called it earlier was very, very good. Brett's one that people have been hyping about a lot. Turbo, Hoppy, all ones I hear a lot of speculation about. I think Dog of a Hat, I think, is one. So yeah, a lot of projects meme tokens that seem to have potential to make gains. Now again, meme tokens are community driven. They have little to no utility. So if the community doesn't want to pump, it won't pump. And meme tokens are typically very, very good when the markets are struggling. The markets are struggling, which they have been right now. That's why meme tokens do very, very well. When the markets are doing really, really good, you'll see the money circulate. You'll see the pump go up, but you'll most likely see them circulate out into the projects that actually have the value in the use case. Everyone's starting to spam market caps now. I mean, yeah, doesn't matter, man. I ultimately, the whole point, again, this is what I try to do. This is what I hope my server becomes in my Discord server as well. When my server grows more and more, the free Discord server, I end up making sub channels as well for people who want to talk about other projects to make it a bit easier, more streamlined. But the whole point of trying to find projects that have potential, where we can make some significant gains, flip some profit, and then put it into, hopefully the future of crypto being Casper. So I'd love to know more about other projects, and I want to hear more about them so I can, all I can do right now on these streams, unfortunately, is do initial look into this. I'm like, okay, cool. I see, this project looks okay from its, life cycle. That's fine, but I want to know more about it. But if it's a project that you already know about, Mikey, as you already mentioned, I already know about, then I'd hope you'd be able to give me a bit more of a head start in finding my information first, as opposed to me just trying to look it up myself and spending hours on it. So I can have a little bit of head start, so I know where to look. But yeah, I like the fact that people are letting me know about projects, because that's what I want people to do. If it's not Casper, it's definitely not the best thing you can make. I agree. But at the same time, if enough research is done, you've done your due diligence, and you think it's worth your while, then making it to flip profit is profitable. Like when this market starts, I'll be honest, when this market starts, I'll end up looking into other projects that I could put money into to flip and then put into other projects and to put into Casper as well. I'll end up at some point going through. I imagine at some point I'll go through my trading strategies to how to make money during the bull cycle, and that'll be something else that people can get into as well. I just like that, and that already came up. Yeah, so XODEX is building a decentralized trading platform for crypto and real assets being built on Casper network. If that's true, then that is massive, and maybe they could potentially do very, very well. I think a lot of projects that start seeking like safe haven, let's say, on Casper, start utilizing Casper, will do very, very well. So yeah, I like the idea of that very, very much. Okay, Ron's going mental, man. Ron's going crazy. That one I did miss somehow. 25 people hit the like button quicker to get to gift. There you go. If 25 people hit the like button right now, I get a gift. So please, by all means, leave a like on the stream. And if you're new, share, subscribe for more. And we're going to see these streams happen more and more as time goes on. Daily streams. And we're going to see them grow more and more as well. We're going to get very, very active as time goes on. We're getting more and more adoption and more growth in this channel and the community. And it's fantastic to see. And I cannot get enough of it. And I'm still going through all the messages. And I just still can't get enough of it. Keep up the great work, Happy Fam. Damn, yeah, Ron, you're a legend, my man. Thank you very much. Cas Lambo, Green Cas Lambo. When it hits $4, man, don't go running naked through the street, man, but definitely, I think go get a Lambo instead. Or yeah, don't get a Lambo, get private jets, private islands, private helicopters, a Casper copter, and just live our lives as, choosing the early Bitcoin, let's just say. Big ass boat and get a Casper Green with a big ass K. Yep, that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. Do you think it's possible to just rinse and repeat investing into Casper every bull market? I mean, people have done it with Bitcoin. So to an extent, probably yes. To an extent, probably yes. But at the same time, I think there are other means to make money. And, as much as you can maybe have the safe way of doing that, I think there's always other ways you can make money. It's always worth doing so. I mean, I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I do like trying to find more avenues to make money and work more and more. And the money I'll make, I'll be putting into Casper because I believe in its future. So yeah, I think it probably is possible, but I have to wait and see where it goes because we're still very, very early to Casper. Remember that. If so, I love that channel. Taught me everything about growing weed. Lol. Oh, are you Mr. Canuck on YouTube? I don't know. Name the channel Quick Crypto. Streams always over an hour. I love it. Yeah. Recently it's been just smack bang an hour because oh damn. Okay, I'll come back to that quickly. That is, I believe, my very first member. Great segue for that, actually. A little while back, I did create a membership, which you can see on my channel. I do have a membership tab right here. It's not, I mean, you get a little bit of, my own, Casper, like logos and stuff I made, stuff like that. It can grow more and more. I made it a little while back. I haven't promoted it at all, but that for me is, welcome to the Casper family. Obviously, for those who are seeing that, I'm sure you know if you watch me a while now, I do have a bit of a lisp, so I thought it'd be a nice play on word. I saw a comment I got a while back on my video saying Casper Alpha is best with a lisp, and I thought, you know what, that's just funny. I'm not even going to hate on it, it's just funny. So thank you very much, Mikey, for the $20 Canadian donation, and also for the first membership of my channel, hopefully the first of many, and we're going to grow more and more as time goes on. You're an absolute legend, my man. Thank you very much, and hopefully equally you're in the Discord server as well, because that's going to be growing more and more. And those who get in early are going to definitely, I feel like the ones who are in early right now are going to do arguably some of the best in this market. That's what I want to happen. I want people in my community who are early to do the best in this market. But yeah, as I was name of the channel, Quick Crypto, all shoot over an hour. Love it. Yeah, sometimes I do a little bit longer. Right now it's going a little bit over because I'm enjoying it so much, so I can. But I've had to keep it a bit short recently due to the fact that I'm kind of going through a bit of a moving process. But at the same time, yes, it is fantastic to see where the channel's going, and I'll be doing them daily. And if I can't do it, I let people know. But otherwise, then, like yesterday, yesterday was terrible for me. I had technical difficulties. I was moving. It was the busiest day I had, from early AMs to the fact that my normal 4 PM stream, GBT, 12 PM EST, 9 AM PT, I couldn't go live at that time, so I had to delay it by 2 hours, and then another 45 minutes. But I still went live because I knew that this is what people need to see, and also had to talk about Warren Buffett and what he was doing in the crypto market. So I thought it was worth, despite the fact that I'm in the middle of everything I'm building, it's worth talking about. So yes, I think it's great that this channel is going the way it is. And again, I will be here daily. So if you join the streams again, leave a like, because that is the goal, man. The goal is to spread as much adoption about Casper as possible and bring this channel as much adoption as well. Because the more the likes I get, the reason why I talk about likes, the more likes I get, it'll make it, YouTube wants to see that, YouTube will push the video out more, the live stream out more. And that just gets more adoption to Casper as well, so it's great. Currently reading the Bitcoin Standard, the Book of Casper. Yeah, actually, speaking of which, there's this website that I am going to show right now. It's called caspe.org. It's almost completed, almost fully completed. I think it's in its final stages. It's pretty much 99% completed right now. Developer created, community created, and it shows everything from promoted services, right now, to the centralized exchanges that list Casper, wallets, explorers, etc., etc. Pretty much everything that is known about Casper, and also the books. So yeah, if you want to know pretty much anything about Casper, you can check this website out here, caspe.org, kasby.org, and yeah, give a little bit of a rundown about that. It's a very, very good website, and it is definitely a great read. I've read a little bit of it, I've seen a little bit of snippets of it, but from what I saw, I was like, yeah, great. I mean, I've read enough articles from Nicholas Sismill from Cas Media about the trilemma solving and whatnot, and yeah, it is blown my mind about what Casper's building and the understanding of it. So yeah, definitely. Mr. Miles, you're fun, got to go, thanks. Yep. Oh, thank you very much for watching, Ron, you're a legend. Thanks for the donations to the stream, and the super chats, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow same time, as always. I've skipped a lot again. Yeah, simply put, just look at the Casper chart, man. It's a thing of beauty. There's nothing more to say about it. Pull up ODEX. I will pull it up right now. XODEX. Obviously, it's a very, very small project, so there's not much to talk about right now. Market cap is very, very small, but it's got higher volume than its market cap right now. Only MEXC, only these 3 exchanges right now, so it's a very, very small project, But as you say, it's building its application on Casper. When Casper's actually launched, that could affect it. I'm not saying to invest into it. This is a very, very risky project just from that alone. Quite obvious of that. But if it's meant to be a decentralized application that's meant to be listing on Casper when the Casper is actually launched, this could do very well for it if it ends up being a good thing. So yeah, that's currently what it looks like right now on this chart. I I've heard of ODX. They want to try and use KRC20 for it, but it's unsure they'll succeed. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm saying. Looking at the chart right now, it looks a bit skeptical. I'm not sure if it can succeed either, but if the KRC20 launches and they can actually do it correctly, then that'd be great, and this will flip. So if you wanted to, I'm like, this is a project that I'll probably, again, due to I know it's catching to Kaspa, I'll probably look into. But I'm very, very like, kind of, it'd be like I just glance over it every now and then. When the KRC20 comes out, I might get a little bit more into it and look a little bit more. But right now, I'm like, yeah, cool. That's great to hear, and it's good to see that it's on CoinMarketCap at least, and at least got MEXC, so that's something, right? It's got one of the bigger centralized exchanges. A DEX running on Kaspa would be amazing, but KRC20 DEX would be very limited, more like swap service, I assume. Yeah, probably. Elf, heavy on AI. Okay, well, AI projects are definitely something that is on my radar, so I'm happy you mentioned that. Currently 288, so above, so mid cap, $14 million volume, so it's a bit, not the highest, but it's not bad. Big exchanges, not got Coinbase, but it's got the big exchanges. So that's good to see. And then we look at its all time. It is currently down 64%. So, you know, it's been about since 2018. So it's been up for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. So it's one of those that it's got a big enough market cap, so it should gain significant share. And if AI takes off, it might capture that. Because AI in itself is its own little niche. The same thing of gaming. So there's a potential for it. And again, something that I'll probably look into more. Again, these project stuff that I want to look into, just so I have a whole like list of stuff that I believe that I have potential. But that in itself, the chart, I'm like, okay, for what I know the project's about, as you told me, a little bit heavy on AI, and the fact that it's got big exchange listings, I'm like, okay, and it's you know, the market cap's not tiny, 165. I'm like, okay, so I might just put it back in my mind and have a look at it later on, you know. The hash rate drop when miners being throttled due to the power grids. Yeah, I mean that if that's the case, then yeah, that makes complete sense, to be honest. But either way, the good news is that now we're back and better than ever, back and better than before, back at the, you know, all-time highs, and hopefully it continues from there as well. What's up, Quick Crypto? What's up, Red Them instead of Red Them? Welcome back to the stream. You're also quite an avid joiner in these streams, and thank you very much for supporting the channel as always. I've seen Ice River hosting site throttles due to, yeah, so that's potentially what happened with the hash rate dropping as it did yesterday, but thankfully we're back up, so the crisis averted, I guess. Someday in the future I'll be leaving my kids one wallet each filled with Kaspa as my will. I mean, won't they be happy that you're in at Kaspa at 16.77 cents and they get to own Kaspa when it's hopefully by that point reaching it'd be worth hundreds of thousands. So my man, well done. Mr. Miles, again, very active in the community, just lets me know that he looks at it seems that ODDEX has an open beta, and it might be worth giving it a try. Well, that's great to see, man. It's good to see. I'll definitely put that on my to look at list, and I'll have a look into it when I get the time. As it stands right now, today's going to be a very busy day for me, because again, for anyone who's new about to join a Discord server, hopefully you do join a Discord server. Today is meant to be my weekly and also could have been 4 weeks monthly wrap up everything that's happened in the past week and, you know, this month. So I've got a lot of reflecting to do before I put it in my server. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day for me. So I'll get around to looking at this sort of stuff when I get the chance to, as I'm going to be building up my knowledge more and more, and thanks to my community helping build it more and more. But yeah, today's going to be a busy day. If you join the server, you'll be able to get a recap of what's happened this month as well. So it'll be worth your while. Definitely. But yeah, thank you very much, anyone. That's going to be the stream done for today. Finally go through the questions. It's been a legendary stream by all means. An hour and 13 minutes, slightly longer than usual. Thank you for all the super chats and donations. Greatly appreciated. You guys are legends. And for my first membership of Mikey. Thank you very much for the membership and the donations. And everyone else, you are legends. And as always, be streaming at the same time tomorrow. Your English accent, I keep waiting for the bloody hell, but not. Yeah, maybe I'll get more English accent coming later, man. But yeah, that is going to be it for the stream. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy the streams, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. And if you want to learn more about crypto, join my free Discord server. Link in the chat, on the screen, in the description, on my channel. And yeah, we're going to go more and more streams-wise, Discord-wise, membership-wise, everything. And we're going to learn more about Kaspa. So stay tuned to tomorrow's stream, same time as always. and I'll be sure there'll be more news to cover as well tomorrow. So thank you very much. Wow, I cannot type. It's all right, man. I knew exactly what you meant. It's all good. But thank you very much for joining the stream, and I will see you guys